team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's McLaurin. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll try the run. And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll give it to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line on this giant defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last two plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He might want another play. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Trying to punch their way in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
How about that way to start a game? They didn't even attempt to throw. They just ran it meticulously down the field, and that guy caps off a beautiful start to this game with a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Washington. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job on the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Second down coming up. Going with the ground game left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Nice hands on the right sideline as he has it for a huge gain.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Maryland.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. They go to the ground. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Got it looking for a first. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Not a chance. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And so sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down. Sends it downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Finding an escape route. It's a running room. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
To the air, it's Washington. They go to the wide receiver screen. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Terrapins can really attack on this second and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Makes the grab, it's Fleming. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Terrapins are rolling down the field. Pulls and fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still fourth down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, that's now the second missed field goal for this kicker. And I'll tell you this, you can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Miller with the ball. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Rides to the back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He's loose. Makes it past the marker. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but So many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw. It's Simpson. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bernard. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks for the first down.
This defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. First play of the period, first down here. Here's the handoff. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jason.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Washington. Swings it out to his running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top. The screen, he can go. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Terrapins moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch inside the 30 and still running. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Terrapins! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the catch. It's Horton. There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Bernard. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On the run, it's Washington. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Bernard. There he goes. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field? You got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Simpson. Got his man on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Quarterback running on the draw. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Alabama pushing the tempo. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Back to throw, it's Washington. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. He's taking the shot. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position. Going for it all. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. That's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
With a second and long. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Oh, they're after him. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Terrapins come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Their kicker has been wildly erratic, so they'll keep the offense out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. The give to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the tailback. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. The Tide will get the first down.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that fourth down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Pulls it in, it's Williams. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Motion from the wideout. Going up top again. Finds his man. It's Lewis. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Turning it on. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll immediately call timeout.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Valley! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Using the quick game.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Terrapins in a good spot here with second and short. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Got a man, it's Smith. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Terrapins come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The DBs will back off a bit. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be. Nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Washington. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Send the tight end in motion. With the run on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Touchdown time! And the stomping has commenced. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he wants it all. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to pass, it's Simpson. Trying to set up the screen. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Creates a little space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, Alabama!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Washington. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
So now it's second and long. Looking for room, it's Ray. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20, pick up a 5 to the 19. And the Terrapins will hustle to the line. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. Off to the races. Touchdown, Maryland! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun. Give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Alabama comes to the line on third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The kick is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Ready to fire from the pistol. On the move, it's Ray. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here.
Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Trying to keep the drive alive. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
The Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Here comes that Alabama offense. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field position than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Dances away. Good. Wide open spaces. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read cover. Know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give is to Miller. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he makes the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Handoff to the lone back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now sliding to his left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Maryland, 14.
After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
The Terrapins decide to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, they're able to complete the hitch throw against man coverage, and hey, quarterback's got to be able to get it to him quickly because he knows that defender is going to be driving on the ball. So really nice job not hesitating, getting it to him, and then he gets what he can get after the catch.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Keeps it on the draw. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running back searching for a hole. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand this. That QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And the Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got the quick completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. He's got him. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
They'll go to the ground. Got a little space. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Smart move to keep it on the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now on the counter. Running to Green. It's a seam wide open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting till the bitter end, as they will concede defeat. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Backing up and backing up on the first two plays, now to try to throw it and drive on third down. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about.